What's going on, everybody? Alright, so like the description says, we're gonna do a few run-throughs on pheasant just because I'm trying to get some stuff figured out. Well, you know, if we want a great one, we need one. But we're not going to spend our entire day or night doing this. We're going to switch over and start shooting some, hopefully diamonds and rares somewhere. Pretty indifferent as to where we go tonight or where we end up. Maybe something will come to mind at some point, but we're just going to hit random on that multiplayer, see what happens. When it works, it's my favorite way to find stuff. It's frustrating sometimes because when you hit any on Xbox, you never know what's going to happen. What's going on, Dylan? Apologies. Little guys. Where'd his friend go? I'm actually gonna laugh if this guy spawns during this, because typically what I try to do is, like, before I stream, I try to get a couple run-throughs in just so, you know, we can get a couple under the belt there. Didn't get a chance to do that today, but that's what we're doing now. And who knows, maybe it'll pop. Doubtful. Like I said, folks, we're probably only going to do one more run through after this. Actually lucked out those pheasant were there. It's way past there. I didn't realize how late it was. My monitor is like much brighter than like the stream is presented on my other monitor, and like it looked like it was dark, and it essentially was. I can see really well in this game when it's dark on certain maps. Okay, nothing. Cool. Moving on. What in the world? You know what? I'm almost already over this. Twins. Got him. You know what? I kind of want to try multiplayer Saltzweisen. See if everybody's got a map open and we just hammer it. Starters. I don't know. I want more big game, I think. We'll let Call of the Wild put us where it wants to put us. It's a nice bird. I'm just probably gonna shoot him. I'm gonna catch Rick's here up to speed. We're gonna do a couple run-throughs on pheasants. And then go see what multiplayer has to offer. 25 Lodge is coming along. I actually got super lucky, folks. We got back to, well, not back to back, but 2 PR trophies in that lodge already. Personal best, white to well. The old scoring system, I have a 299 in the lodge, but I don't know what that equates to now. I've got a 270 now in the lodge, which is my biggest, so that's pretty cool. But it's that kind of stuff I'm hoping to find. I do that in a habit now because I was so used to just like training the dog so it could retrieve, which I guess I could have had it do there, but all right, JViz, we can start now. What's going on, man? For some reason, sometimes these zones, the few zones that I have where it's just like right in the middle and I gotta shoot them off the jump, sometimes it's easier. I don't understand it. We actually got super lucky on that shot. Neck shot him, dropped him. Otherwise, that was one pellet. He would have flown far. Right on. This zone takes forever to respawn. Still waiting on it. I'm torn. I do want to run a gun Salzweisen, but I do want bigger trophies in the lodge. I just don't know what kind of big trophies. That's kind of why I just want to hit any and see where the map, decides to put us at. I don't know. I just don't know where exactly I want to hunt. Little feller. Tell you what. I know I said a couple, but we can swing back probably towards the end of the stream as far as that grind goes. Well, let's get to business. I should have changed my loadout before I did this, but that's alright. Stand by, we gotta check this. This has been a problem lately, folks, and yeah, see Exhibit A? I don't understand. Huh. Well, this could prove to be an issue. I have a theory. I'm gonna flash over to this screen, folks, but I just don't want to put sensitive information on the screen, so gotta figure, if we want to play multiplayer with anything, we want to obviously be able to connect to multiplayer, so we gotta fix this. It's actually really frustrating. I can't figure out exactly what's going on. Could be sign my router's dying. It is kind of old. there's still sensitive information on the screen here. It's taking a hot second to think for some reason. So anyway, I'm hopeful to put something in the lodge, but I can't, like, I don't want to put any expectation on myself or what I want exactly, if that makes sense. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? This is still taking forever. I'm sorry, folks. Hey, there we go. Type it. Let's go. And black screen. Cool. Tonight's going off great, JBiz, as you can see. This happens. That said, we are streaming from, you know, console to YouTube, so insert the questions of how do you do that. Well, as you can see, sometimes you break things in order to do it, and well, okay. Rick said, if you let the game decide, you're 100% gonna Hirsch or Leighton. No, dude, you're 80% correct. You're 80% gonna get Hirsch or Leighton. 20% you're gonna get somebody's trophy lodge. Oh, it's excellent. You just be like, oh man, I really want to hunt Reventilly Coast during whitetail drink time. Let me just find the server that has whitetail drink time on Reventilly Coast. And there it is. Click, boom. You're hunting whitetail on Reventilly Coast multiplayer. And it allows you to connect to everybody, whereas, you know, console forces you to I guess connect locally, and we need to be able to selectively, they need to change it on Xbox for sure. That said, I do weirdly like how it just, I don't know, you know what, I don't know what map I want to hunt. I could spin a wheel, or we could hit find game, and this is kind of like spinning a wheel. I don't know where we're going. We're going somewhere, folks. It's searching for it. Probably a server full message, but okie doke. Looks like Sunda Patan. Oh, and somebody's got the diamond challenge. Somebody out there shout out. Oh, Lone Wolf. Where do I know that from? Shout out Lone Wolf. You know what? I might try to find... Oh, let's just walk around. Let's look for some rabbits. We have a small game loadout on a big game map though, so that's not good. Hang on, I'm typing in Discord right now. Can't text and drive. What's going on? Yeah, shout out Lone Wolf because I saw that name and I was like, I know I recognize that, and then boom, Discord member. Okay, you guys saw it. Like that wasn't like you can't like just plan that. That would just happen. Just randomly random. He's just hunting Thunder Baton multiplayer, and I happened to find it. That being said, okay, we're here, but I know covering grounds a lot is the name of the game, but darn it, I'm gonna sound like a whiny baby. I want to be a run and gunner, and I want to do a run and gunner map, and Thunder Baton is not the best for that. Some others I can work with, but Thunder Baton, it's tough, and well, you know. Basically what I'm saying is, folks, I could definitely find diamonds or something on that map. I just don't know if I want to put the effort and work into it. I know that sounds lazy, but it's true. I don't... Oop, stand by. Sorry about that, folks. Swamp Monster's out of state, and she called there. Smell... Okay. Jabez says, smell a video idea. This isn't even my map. I found it in multiplayer. Oh, well. Still, I mean... imagine that. That server looked like it was popping too, so if you guys are interested in Cinder Baton, jump over there, man. It's gotta be Rev. But I'm experimenting. Yeah. That's 1,000% how I value my maps, is how does it fit my play style? Because honestly, like, there's some maps that I just can't stand that other people just love. And that's what's cool. Is everybody, you know? I still think we need more blacktail maps and more elk maps, personally, but for some reason the community wants more goats to shoot. Shout out. Okay, what is going on here, folks? Is it broken again? No? No, multiplayer's just being multiplayer, huh? Okay. Hashtag Xbox Live, am I right? I just don't understand. I actually really hope we get into a Tay. Oh, come on. See, this is why I always say maybe about server hopping, because I never want to lie to people, because it's always my intention to do this. Ultimately, obviously, if we can't get in a multiplayer, we'll do one of my own maps, but, you know, we're going to give it an effort. This sometimes helps. Black screen is promising, yet worrisome. Yeah. So in my honest opinion on Tay, if it... Great Ones ruined Tay. There, I said it. Out loud. My out loud voice. Not actually. It's a very hyperbolic statement. But in my own personal opinion, Tay is right up there with Silver Ridge Peaks. But the focus is so much on the grind that that's lost, if that makes sense. What makes Silver Ridge Peaks great, Tay also has in a lot of ways, and you know, it's lost in the sauce as far as the Great One grinds go. Which to some extent Leighton Lakes has taken a hit, but you know, it's Leighton, it's 4 lakes versus an entire map and a weird ecosystem you don't want to mess up, you know. And why is it trying to put me in like full games? What's up with that? Now, it would be cool, truth be told, it would be cool to get into a rando's like trophy, like, ooh, Mississippi? Or is this Africa? Yep, Mississippi. Okay. Level 4. Can we stay in? Ping's a little high. It's late in the afternoon. I don't know. Oh, somebody beat me to it. You... Rapscallion, you, he knows what he's doing too. That dirty, dirty dog. That's alright, we're right behind him. Let's try to beat him to the other lake for alligators. My personal favorite area for him, honestly, is where he's at. But we'll head on down south here and try to hammer something. We got to change our loadout. We're still we still have our pheasant grind loadout, and the shotguns aren't going to do much on these dudes. This is always why, because I remarked, if you guys remember at the very beginning of the stream, I was like, when I got done grinding, I was like, I should have changed loadouts, because now here's what's going to happen. We're going to get in here, we're going to change loadouts, and then we're going to get kicked. And I think instead of the 7mm, we've got the 375. That covers 7 through 9. That's what that gun's for. It's so good that it's worth not using the 7mm for, and I can carry it. So we're gonna go back to shout out to Tay, I guess. I don't know why Tay's on the mind. We're breaking up the 303 tonight. That's going to be the rifle, or the gun of the day. 303, hopefully we can stretch its legs out and get some stuff in the dirt. Frustrating too. I've noticed this happening where you gotta like find exactly where you gotta hit the button to get into the whatchamacallit. That could be a multiplayer issue. That may not actually be a game issue. I don't know. I do notice it in multiplayer more than I do single player. Alright, where's my 303 ammo? We gotta scroll way down here. I will say though, the inventory system on PC, it's both better and way worse in a lot of ways. Like, good. You want to buy 1,000 rounds on here? Like, we're probably gonna buy 1,000 rounds of 22, and it's gonna be pretty quick to do it. Have fun buying 1,000 rounds on PC. Unless they change that with this last update, I haven't been on there. Man, I don't know if I want to bring this gun out with us or not. We're on Mississippi. We've got whitetail. We don't necessarily need anything bigger than the 303. 303 is going to knock him down. That's kind of what I want. I don't want to track anything. But rule of thumb, just as a safety net, I always have that 7mm on me. That way, if we just want to get to hunting, 7mm, you're ready to rock and roll. So I actually, for a long time, learned to hate this gun. This gun has cost me many, many diamonds. Particularly pronghorn. Back in the day when you could shoot pronghorn with a 303. The problem that was going on still kind of exists. When animals at a weird angle in this game, again, this could be a console only issue, but sometimes bullets don't go where you think they're going to go. And I'm trying to figure out if it's actually like hyper realistic in the sense, like, if you're shooting downhill, technically that projectile will move faster, changing its trajectory, meaning you need to change your aim point. So that could be what's going on, or it's just, anyway, long story short, folks, I kind of hated this gun, had a grudge, and this is kind of we'll bring it out. I forgive you, 303. You might become part of the favorites club again. You know what's weird? Okay, I still, in a lot of ways, I don't know. I kind of like Mississippi now. I used to not like it at all. And the reason is because I wasn't at where I'm at now, I think, with my knowledge level when this map released. And I just didn't understand how to play it. And this isn't the best run and gun map, obviously, but it can be done. This 10 gauge needs to be buffed, folks. We just smoked that turkey and it just took it like a champion. I mean, in real life, if you did that, the exact same thing would happen. That dude would shrug it off and fly away. But come on now, it's a video game. I want to kill that thing. I hit it. I am interested in the cottontail jackrabbit. And the reason rabbits and stuff like that, I value them because they're such a challenge. And I love shooting them. They're so much fun. But the thing about them, man, they're kind of like, they're one of those animals. It's like, where are they? Where's the hot spots? It's like, Joke's on you, kid. The entire map's the hot spot. Go find them. But for me, that's what makes it fun, because it's like, all right, this gives value to this map in a way that a lot of maps lose their value the way they've set it up. Because now I can go anywhere on this map and have potential to find a trophy. Versus if there was only white-tailed deer on here, why would I go tromping through any of this? You know what I mean? Wait, hold up. Rick's all caps wetted. What are we wetting? I said a lot, folks. My comparison to Silver Edge to Tay. Or did you just pop another great one? Oh, is this lake ever going to show up? Jeez. There we go. Went to the short end of it. I'd like to say I did that on purpose, but I was looking at chat, so I wasn't paying attention to where we were walking. Well, I don't mean it like offensively. I'm just saying like just the value of Tay. It kind of ruined it in a way. If you think about it. Just from a... Okay. Let's say, and I'm pausing here, folks, because in real life I talk... If I had the camera on, you'd see me. I'd be talking with my hands. Well, maybe I can articulate my point here. I'm not trying to convert you. But if you were to devalue, so like let's pretend great ones don't exist, right? It's just Tay, and it's just Silver Ridge Peaks. The species are diverse enough on both maps, and they're like, and like let's just assume you're just the pure run and gun. You're Rhino. Shout out Rhino. You don't care, right? Like you're just here to shoot stuff. Like, you got these cool guns and you want to use them on little rabbits and everything that moves. Tay and Silver Ridge Peaks are the same map. But now, you've got great ones. All of a sudden there's a special more value on a couple of species. And bam, you can't just shoot what you want anymore. That's actually why I like going on multiplayer maps, because if I can, like, for example, if I can get control of it, or if I know I can get, like, squirrely with it, I'm going to shoot stuff, folks, because it is a lot of fun. Even after all this time playing it, like, that's still one of my favorite things to do is shoot everything. Just pretend great ones don't exist and just have fun. That's why there's a couple of my maps I kind of reserve for that. Like, I'm not going to grind it, because like if I'm out there and I see a group of whitetail, like my Mississippi, for example, if I'm feeling trigger happy and there's a group of whitetail, guess what's getting dealt with? No, Rick, it's not you being Rhino. I'm saying shout out Rhino, because like he's the kind of player that, and I respect in a way it like triggers me, because like I'm like, Rhino, that's a diamond, you know, lynx you're shooting, my guy, and he's like, okay, cool. It's dead. Yeah, but you shot it with a 270. It's like, so it's like, all right, man. You know, in a weird way, he's not wrong though, because it still shows the score. And if you know what you're doing, you see the score, you're like, oh, it's a diamond. Not recommending ruining diamond, folks. That said, the reason I bring this up, because I made a post on another platform, and it was a screenshot from one of my rampages, and it triggered a lot of people because they assumed that, you know, like, I ruined this like opportunity for a great one, but it's like, I just wanted to shoot all of them. Like, wasn't even my map. Like, great ones couldn't have been a thing. That said, I'd much prefer to hunt elk. But for that run and gun opportunity, if you want to flex your muscles, get out there and get trigger time, tase it. Like, there's turkey, there's axis deer, or sick deer run around everywhere. Again, if you don't care about great ones, red deer are literally everywhere. If they'd add rabbits to Silver Ridge Peaks, that would be the perfect map, in my opinion. We've now entered the segment of the stream of indoors controversial takes on Call of the Wild. Oh, there's nobody up north. Did ever get kicked? Dude, if we can get control of this server, like I said, what we've been talking about, I'm going to go crazy. This guy didn't take the opportunity to go this lake, which is pretty good for gators. I will say this though, anytime I do critique the game in any way, it's literally out of love, not out of like in Pearly Show, I'm part of you guys too, man. Like yeah, that storage glitch that's annoying. Yeah, I experience it too. Don't worry, you're not alone. Come on, max weight turkey. Just a bunch of females. This dude's level 4. I don't think he's gonna get too kick happy. Could be wrong. There we go. That's low-key what I'm actually interested in. Eastern Cottontail. Let's go, baby. Slower roll here so I can let my eyes adjust. I know that little dude's just slowly walking forward right now somewhere in this tall grass. Now here's the conundrum. This is where having Swamp Monster would be super helpful, because I could just have him go out and look for that rabbit, but somewhere in front of us. I need to put my ears on. Saw him a couple times. Let's see if there's any gators. Whole bunch of people just left the game. That worried me. I thought we were gonna freeze up. Got more rabbits. Oh, I missed a fox. Ooh, do I not have a fox gun on me? Was that a mistake? Yes, it was. I do have the 10 gauge. We're not going to get close enough. Is that a rare, though? Is that a piebald? No, that's just what they look like. It's actually a diamond we need to get in the lodge. That'd be super cool if we did that out here, wild caught. Rink-a-dink. There's Gator. Let's attempt to get a heart shot with 375 here. Yeah, that attempt failed. Well, for now, I don't know. The thing is, you can't really say a lake's a bust when it comes to alligators, because there's no telling what's under the water. Oh, we got hosts. Traditionally, whenever I get server hosts, I switch over to whitetail time because that's actually what I'm interested in. Hang on. What are you? I'll take a turkey though. I'll take an eastern. I saw him for a split second. Now here's what I'd like them to do. as a company is make like $20 spin-off games and make them like animal exclusive. That way you can like hyper focus as far as a video game goes, like on that. Kind of a callback in a way to some of like the old deer hunter games and like turkey hunter games, where because a hyper realistic turkey hunting game like a turkey hunting sim would be insane. And if any of you are young video game developers, new mission. The reason I say that, folks, is because I in real life, turkey hunting is one of my favorite things to do, and this map looks so close to where I hunt at in real life that it, you know, it's like, man, it'd be cool if I could get a real, like, deal, authentic turkey hunting experience, you know, at a game. Hunter Classic is actually arguably better as far as turkey hunting goes in that sense. Oh, why do we do that? Well, and again, this is a friendly shots fired. But I've heard it been said that turkey hunting is just a poor man's elk hunt. But I say an elk hunter is just a guy who couldn't learn how to turkey call. I'll be honest, because I hunt whitetail as well. And I think it's kind of funny how serious some people take whitetail hunting. Like, it's serious, like, don't get me wrong. It's hunting. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure how to articulate it. But for me, I just love that turkey hunt, because it's hard to do. You gotta speak the language. Whitetail, you can just sit there. As long as you know where to sit. And you're really patient and quiet. And don't smell like anything. Turkey, you need to be invisible. They're literal dinosaurs. See, I'd be too scared to shoot a moose and it just nuke me. I don't know if any of y'all have seen that. I think it's Steven Ranella, that video where yeah, it was Steven Ranella gets gored by that moose because they shot it, dropped him, and then they walked up on him. The moose was like, "All right, we're not done yet." Yeah, that's where it's like I feel so gross with myself. Like, don't get me wrong, it's so much fun. I'm like, man, I wish in real life it was like this. I could just reach out the old 22, you know, and just plug it. But with turkey, man, like they can hear really good, they can see very good. They're pretty dumb though. They're dumb for being smart, if that makes sense. Like, they'll instantly know that you're a human being, not a bush. But that foam or piece of plastic flapping in the wind with a terrible paint job on it, that's like, hey, that's my next girlfriend. I'm gonna impress her, and then, you know, he does the turkey dance. I'm sorry. We're not hunting now. We're blabbermouthing with Indoor Hunter here. We're in control of the server. It's whitetail drink time. Let's go ahead and take advantage of that. Change to whitetail drink time. Go hammer another 270 plus whitetail maybe. The outposts on Mississippi Acres are pretty dope. So is turkey hunting if you know what you're doing. I mean, you can, like I said, they're dumb for being smart. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, they're going to figure out so fast that you might as well go home, not even try it. But at the same time, if you've got like like a magazine with with a picture of a turkey, you can like walk up to it almost, and sometimes, you know. Well, see, as a turkey hunter, and again, I don't want to offend anybody out there, you know, you teach their own, but that's where when I see like Sitka camo and like that kind of pattern, like that's just not gonna work for turkey. Like they're gonna see it, like, oh, why are those digits out there? They see in color better, more colors than we do, and it's like, yep, not gonna wear that. I want to look like the trees. And again, depending on what time of year, you can get turkey real dumb. But turkey are a lot more susceptible to hunting pressure than I would argue most animals, or at least compared to like whitetail. Whitetail, I've shot many deer over gut piles. You know, they don't care. But turkey, you smoke one of them, or you call wrong, or you spook them one time, they'll know that's the spot where you were and they won't come back. Or they'll memorize what time you were. Like, oh, that guy that scared us, he comes in at this time. So that means we're going to wait in the roost until he leaves. I think the other thing that makes turkey hunting for me so exciting too is like you have to get them close to you. Like you have to be right on top of you in order to smoke them, because that shotgun ain't reaching out there and touch them. And they're tough birds too. Saying earlier when that turkey flew over and shot up the shotgun, I was like, actually, that's pretty realistic. That would have probably would eventually kill it, but it would have took it like a champ. You got to break their necks. Just so happens a 12-inch mag with 3.5-inch turkey loads does a pretty good job at it. It is weird how sometimes you just can't see that stuff, so forgive me if I'm blabbermouthing too much, folks, but a buddy of mine, this past deer season, we were... And to try to articulate where the area he was standing in looks like, imagine Layton Lakes next to water. And he had shot a buck and he was gutting it. And I was coming down to, like, see what was going on. And dude's 6'2", full blaze orange. I couldn't see him at all. I get it. Been there. But then again, there's other times where I've seen hunters come up to, like, walk up to us. It's like, hey, how do you not see me? Like, that scares me. That's the other thing, too, that's scary about turkey hunting. Well, I guess, I don't know. So, obviously, like, orange is a good idea when you're deer hunting because some people shoot at movement or, just mistakes can happen. Turkey hunting, at least where I live, well, turkey hunting, like, you don't wear orange because they can see it. Like, you'd stick it like a sore thumb. But it's kind of scary because you're setting up at times hyper-realistic representations of the animal, making the exact same sounds that animal makes, and that other hunter that's wearing the exact same camouflage you are might mistake that giant tom turkey decoy that you have as a real one, and next thing you know, you've got that 3.5-inch mag shotgun shell in you. That's actually why I prefer using ridiculous looking decoys, because they work just as good as the very expensive hyper realistic ones, and hunters aren't going to mistake that Walmart trash bag for a real turkey, See, that's where we hunt too, is an old logging cut, but it's like it's become kind of like overgrown, and so it's pretty thick in spots. But 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see hunter's orange like all but instantly, or you should be able to. Well, howdy from Aussie land. Oh, this map seems to be a bust for whitetail. Now, where it can get sketchy is like when I'm hunting on public land, like in a ground blind or something, and it's deer season or bow season or anything like that. I always try to put something over the ground blind that's not going to necessarily give it away, but let people know, like, hey, there's a human in here. This isn't a bush. Please don't shoot the deer that's walking in front of me. Because if anybody's seen the episode in The Walking Dead where Carl gets shot, that 1000% happens every single year. And I'm not going to become a statistic. Sixth great one fell. Okay, okay. Question: did you get all 6 today? Okay. There you go. You answered my question. Never mind. Because I was like, dang, 6 in a day, huh? I was about to very politely call you out, but that's awesome, though. Which one was it? Which combo? Rix, you're the weird outlier, all right? A decent buck, but not worth chasing down. I didn't see that many big herds down here, so I don't know. No spoons? I think Rick's is at what? Great one. Fallow number what, 80? You had a silver painted and golden? Right on. That golden's dope. Or the painted's dope. It's my personal favorite. I do miss the days though, Rix, where you would just photo dump, where you would screenshot every single diamond you'd shoot and just dump it in the Discord. And so there'd just be like hundreds of pictures of diamond fallow. People would get triggered. My fallow took 4,000 kills to get my great one fallow. And I got 4 rares the whole grind. 4. You had actually inspired me because when I was doing my red deer grind, I started saving every single diamond that I had, and I was just, whenever the great one popped, I was gonna, you know, post them all, but I ended up with so many. I was like, nah, we gotta clear up hard drive space. Oh, hey, that's there we go. That's what I came to look for right there, folks. Level 3 whitetail. That looks like he's gonna make it. I bet he's gonna score probably right at 255. Let's freaking go. I don't want him to float across because it is multiplayer. Don't you do it. Hopefully he hits that tree and we can reach him. Nope, he's just going to bounce off. Dang it. We're going to have to wait here, folks. I mean, do we keep looking around the old Mississippi? Do we move on? We just smoked a diamond whitetail. It's not my map. Random multiplayer. Who knows what's on here? It was a level 4. There's nothing unlocked or explored, but as you can see, the same can be said for my own Mississippi. Ever since the reset, I haven't been back on it really. Outside to do what I'm doing now, look for whitetail. Well, while this dude's obnoxiously floating across, hopefully the game doesn't disconnect. I'm gonna go grab a beverage, folks. We'll be right back. Good. My package arrived. For me, it was like time travel. For you, it was like watching paint dry. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, he trolled. Man, I said 255. He scored 254. That right side. So I was looking at the left side. That right side's all kinds of wonky and jacked up. That explains everything. That G2 on diamond whitetail are typically perfectly straight. On that left side it is. On the right it's just a little wonky. Darn it. And kind of disappointed in 303. It single lunged that guy at 160 meters. It's alright. Got the juices flowing. Got us started. Takes some people years to do that, and those are the ones I feel bad for. I actually think about the ones that I did that to back in the day and not realize what they were. I just shot them anyway. Shooting everything in sight with the 243 was so much fun, guys. Back before, you know, this game what it is what it was, if that make, you know. And well, that never really left. I kind of still just want to do that all the time. And now that I own, well, now that this is my server and I don't have to worry about being kicked, obviously whitetail, I'm not going to walk all the way around the lake for $600. So that's not exactly bang for our buck material. But if we were on a different map, I might, you know, for example, if we were to come across a bunch of caribou, I'd shoot the entire herd because they're worth shooting the entire herd, money-wise. Floaters, like, so shout out JBiz, because JBiz, he kind of put the public light to those the floater situation. It definitely grinds my gears. I mean, it's better than like potentially losing trophies forever, I guess. But speed it up. Something. Basically now I'm just going to try to hit as many water sources as I can and just quickly check them. And just see if there's any more potential trophy whitetail. Boat would be cool. Kayak, something. I just want to throw a tripod down and then jump into it and shoot anything running away from me. Yeah, I need to get him back permanently on Call of the Wild. He's gonna have to relearn the game is the thing, because he's been gone from it so long. It's essentially a different game in a lot of ways. In some ways, not so much. It's not a... Well. But no, I completely agree. Checks if he's online. Okay, well, we're just gonna miss every shot. Cool. Let's go ahead and make sure that none of those were diamond potential animals that we missed out on. The answer is no. We're hunting anything that moves. Not really. We're specifically, and I'm not being facetious, we're looking for diamonds and rares. We got lucky. Got control of a Mississippi acres. I don't know. Here's the conundrum. I don't know if I want to spend this whole time on Mississippi acres. But then again, like, here we are. We're in control of a multiplayer server. It's not my map. Why not shoot the crap out of it? $410 for the quail? You're a psychopath. I still don't have a level 2 gun on me. Outside of this 10 gauge. Diamond challenge is up. Again, folks, this is a random multiplayer session, so whoever joins, joins. There's a mail route. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Admittedly, though, I say that because the thing is about any gun in this game, you can be hyper lethal with it as long as you practice with it, and that pistol's one of those things. It's like, nope, I'm just gonna use the shotgun instead. This 12 gauge gets it done. But, you know, if I took the time and got a little bit better with it, I bet I could, you know. I'm not crapping on it. I'm just saying for my, you know, for my shoes, I can't use it. So in my eyes, you're crazy because I'm like, what? See, this is where, as far as run and gun, it becomes difficult. Because visibility on Mississippi acres is, I'd say the median is like 75 meters. Now, if we had a tripod, theoretically, we could get some space and see up in here pretty decently, pretty far. A big question. I mean, I don't know honestly what that means, but are you so okay? Hang on. Let's do this. I'm gonna pull that thing out. We're talking about it. I'm talking crap on it. Let's just pull it out. I will say I do always associate that gun with this map. because I have shot quail with it. Oh, I bet I didn't grab the ammo for this thing. Nope. I grabbed the wrong ammo. I didn't. Man, see, and this is where it's annoying. They need to have some way to differentiate like each category of ammo, like shotgun ammo, bow ammo. Because, dude, I have to scroll through this list. That's what grounds my gears. Is it cheating with the Odin on there, or the was that the Meridian? Hermes. Now I'm willing to reach out there and touch him with this. Pistols are actually surprisingly effective, especially when it comes to these class 2 situations. So if we see raccoon within range, I bet we can absolutely smoke it with this 45 Colt. Well, that's what I was saying. This isn't this like there's nobody in here. You guys saw I didn't kick anybody. There's just nobody in here right now. Like this is an open public server, so if you want to try to get in, it's all yours. I saw it for just a split second. There we go. Any of you male? Nope. Little rascals. Playing Xbox. It's alright, they're little waddlers. We'll catch up to them. Cool would it be though if we saw alligator just launch out and just snag one of these guys? You imagine it's a diamond potential like raccoon. You know, you're chasing it down and then poof. You gotta buy a new dog every time you hunt on Mississippi. Because I'd be belligerent with it. I'd just be walking through here. Like, come on. Come on, Skillshare, don't worry about the man-eaters. Where'd you go, Lucky? You know? Okay. Hear me out. I think they should just make it ludicrous. Make all the animals just slightly more dangerous. Dangerous enough you should always seriously consider bringing med packs with you. think whitetail time on Mississippi just ended. That's okay. Some alligators are still out there, though. I'm on Xbox. Just gonna get out here, make sure there's no 9 legendary alligators hanging out anywhere. Move on somewhere else. Which X platform? Look for turkey out in this field. Actually, if we can't get Reventilli Coast to work out, we might do my own. Because I really want a Diamond Ptarmigan in the 2025 Lodge. And since that's the only map with them, cross-platform? No, unfortunately not. That's why I always say I honestly think it's time for Call of the Wild 2. Not that this isn't great and amazing. Like, I honestly think what they need to do is, like... I don't know, like... Just make it more modern. Give us the ability to have cross-platform play, cross, you know, there's newer, better, modern features. Well, we might as well check it out. Could be a diamond. Not a diamond. Oh yeah, I forgot. Rabbits like die slow and painful now. But it did a number on them. Okay. That's excellent. That might be the greatest screenshot I've ever taken in this game. That's hilarious. That's what a squirrel would look like. Kinda. Am I gonna eat my words and end up really liking the 410? Is this gonna be my new favorite rabbit hunting gun? I'm just worried that if they, or when they do make a Call of the Wild 2 or whatever the next step is, they do what everybody does and then they try like too hard and then they ruin the experience of what makes this game so great. Listen, I did what I had to do, okay? Sometimes they like breathe and do weird things and it's traumatic actually, but he died rather quickly. I just imagine or envision this game like, because Way of the Hunter, using that as an example, like graphically is incredible. And honestly, if they used the same engine the Angler used, it'd look just as great. But like if like in this game, if the maps were just slightly, maybe a little bit bigger, not by much. These map sizes are almost perfect. Way of the Hunters are too big, but like, hey man, I want to be able to see 500-600 meters. I want to try to shoot stuff at that far, at that range, at least. You know? If you want to promote safe and ethical hunting, let's not shoot over 1,000 yards, but I'll take 500 or 600. It's better than the 300 we've got, or the 400 we've got now. Because if you could see 500-600 meters in this game, even in its current state, that would change the dynamics a lot. Angler, that I don't know about. It might be. That said, I do have the Angler on PC. Well, I mean, I have Call of the Wild on PC as well, but I'm clearly I don't. That's not. My main is on actual Xbox. Could you be any louder? Oh yeah, we're in multiplayer. The dog's broken. Now I have to go put it in the kennel. It is a shame, but when I come to, like, I guess... So I released a video on it, and I don't know if you've seen it or not, and that's not a plug to see it, but just saying I released content on it, and it was a knee-jerk reaction in a way, because honestly, like, if I think about it, if I'm honest about it, I'm like, well, that makes sense. And they're like, yeah, we're done with the game. It's been 3 years. Like, what do you want? Call of Duty makes one every year. Then again, one could argue that they kind of packaged it kind of like it is part of the Call of the Wild experience. It's branded as Call of the Wild. And I don't know. Thinking about it now, I honestly think that was their biggest mistake. They didn't merge the two together more. Like, I wouldn't have had... And I understand, like, they wanted to create new creative worlds, and that was awesome, and they should have done that, too. But they really could have gotten their money's worth if they were to take this map, for example. Like, yeah, it's a fishing game. Imagine this is a fishing game. And, we've got a fishing rod in our hand instead of a spray can. You know what I mean? But now, hey, we're actually fishing Mississippi Acres. But because this is a fishing game, it's dedicated to the fishing mechanics and everything else. Because that's where people always want 2 games in one, and it struggles. It never works out. But basically, imagine if Mississippi, the map that you see, is the actual map in the Angler. You just hunt it, and then you can make the connection of, oh yeah, this is Mississippi Acres from Call of the Wild. We're fishing. That's cool. Instead, they're like, we're different, but the same. But we're independent, but the same. It's like, all right, guys, it's a weird flex. And again, I'm not being critical either. I'm just, you know. Building an X-Blessed area for gators, but I don't have any outposts unlocked over there, and I'm not walking over there, so we're probably going to dip out of here and go to Rev. I kind of want to go over to this island, maybe. It's a really good spot for basically pigs, raccoons. They get stuck over there. This is like a land bridge. You can actually walk that, and they like to get stuck on there, but I think we're going to go to Rev. Oh yeah, I mean, like, obviously it wouldn't have to be a one-to-one replica, but enough to where it's like, oh yeah, this is Mississippi Acres. Because in this game, so 300 yards across, I don't know. They could make the maps work. At least some of them. Then that obviously that's where the creativity comes in. But I don't know. That's just outsider looking in as just a true fan of the game. Like I didn't even like the content and stuff I did on it because I liked it enough. Because that was the game I play like when I'm not streaming. Like it's just fun, you know. I liked it. But as a fan, I'm like, man, I wish they could have like leaned a little more heavily into the whole Call of the Wild, the Hunter thing too, because, well, why wouldn't they? And outside of a couple skins, that was kind of it. Yeah, that would be cool. I have not, but I've done it just by running over there. See just giant herds of everything running across that little land bridge, and it's like, wow, well, I'm just gonna shoot this group. Oh, game hard crashed. Interesting. Well, not gonna get that lucky, are we? Look for a little ptarmigan. Weirdly, want to change time for bear drink time and look for some brown bear on Reventilly Coast. Turn tracer shot on so I can get used to the pattern on this. I mean, I'm out here talking crap on this gun, but I've used it like 4 times. Lucky you're level 2. You're not a level 2. You're an absolute giant level 4. Hello. Good thing I just put tracer shot on. We've got the 303 on us, and that's the heart shot. Let's go. Whoo! No brow tines. He's not going to make dime, but that's a big 4. We've got stuff flying overhead. That's why I love Revenue to the Coast. Okay, so I like the 16 gauge. Forget what I said. It's not trash. I mean, I could pull it to 375 again, but as long as we're smart with our shots, we can take stuff down still. I kind of want to loop back around in this lake and kind of go through this crossroads area. Might shoot over the creek. I don't know. Duck call out threw off the lynx call out. I don't know where that lynx is. There's a rabbit. No idea where this round's gonna go. That was close. We're spooking him. That lynx must be over there. Oh, it's a big rabbit too. He's not huge, but it's bigger than they normally are. Okay, let's get closer to him. That lynx is definitely over here somewhere. Don't see it. But he's just on the other side of that little dip there. Now, what's nice about everything that I shoot on my own map is obviously it's got a chance to come back with something cool. Well, good luck on your 6th. I hope you get it. Hopefully it's not a repeat. You get something different. I appreciate you stopping by and In Riven to the Coast, you kind of want to scan low to the ground. Because those little guys hide there. I was going to say, if I hit that, that would have been insane. Oh my goodness, I thought we had the 303 out. Well, oops. I like rabbits are in this kind of grass because I can actually see the grass move. Okay, so this thing's got a wicked spread. I did actually hit it. Okay, that's crazy. Not sure where those guys went off to. Well, if you look at the pattern on this thing, like, it actually centers pretty good.
they went this way for sure. I almost wonder if we're leading them too hard. That's what I'm saying, because I was like, I'm talking crap on it, but I was like, well, I've only used it a handful of times. I pulled it out and used it on something that wasn't, a pheasant. And it's nuking stuff. And theoretically, I'm going to do a test run here. You get rounds faster off and a reload faster than you can any of the semi-autos. Whip off the irons or the scope and you can do some damage. Rabbits, dude, this thing so far 10 out of 10. When we run into more rabbits, this is typically where I see a lot of the rabbits, which is weird because when the map first came out, they were up north, but now they're kind of in this area. Don't like this reticle. I don't know why it's changed over to it. Pheasant, it's not terrible. Oh, man, she was way closer than I thought she was. Hauling butt now. With tracer shot on, I have no idea what we're zeroed for. Needs to be just a little bit later in the day. Here we go. Well, on level 3 willow ptarmigan. The only one? Got a raccoon dog right in the butt. Thought we were off to a good start with that big old moose. Good thing when attentive. Which means there's a links. How about that? We shot that duck right over the top of where a rabbit was. Well, that wasn't the best performance, but I guess we only hit it twice. Then again, we did hit it. That's a rabbit track we want to find. Let's go find where this lady went. If you guys are wondering why I'm whistling all the time, because I'm trying to get these things to spook and like cue me in where they are. Because again, it's difficult to see these little critters inside this tall grass.
That's a big bird. We're not going to shoot her. I didn't know she was there. Maybe wait. What's dime for them again? Is it 670 or 680? She's just a big bird, isn't she? Okay, so she wasn't quite there. Didn't expect that. Here, I just can't see it. We got him. We're running into ptarmigan like we wanted to, that's for sure. Okay. Ow. Out of breath for our scope sway there, and that kind of whiffed it. Great about ptarmigan is, like, they both male and female can make diamond, and they're worth good money. Heard him again. Don't see him. Oh, well, that'll get their attention.
I mean, this thing's kind of a stud.
At that moment, yes, it's weak. We're gonna have to track it, but like I hit it. I think if I was using another shotgun, I would have missed that shot. That follow-up ability is insane. I'll be on late tonight, Rix, for sure. Oh, speaking of usual time, though, that said, we might want to give up on our ptarmigan hunt here and switch over back to pheasant. Finish our stream out, doing a few run-throughs. I'm going to revisit this gun, though, with pheasant, because the performance I've seen so far at the range that I'd be engaging pheasant in, I don't know, maybe. That thing's actually pretty sick for ptarmigan. No idea why I did that. You gonna be on later, Rix? As in tonight? Be right back, folks. Right on. Let's get started. Watch. This is when this guy will spawn.
Walk over here and 10 fabled. Great one pheasant just hanging out. I kill it with the 410 pistol. Little slow at 75 meters. Would not recommend. Darn it. When they're in range, that 410 is devastating. But I haven't really tested it on pheasant within range. And actually, just to be safe, just in case we did pepper that bird and I don't know it, and it's slowly dying, we're going to make sure that cancels out. It's not in the hunting log. I was going to say I shot 3 diamonds on one run through. Or, well, I say one run through. It was one respawn cycle, essentially. But I bet I won't. I'll probably go another 50 kills without shooting another diamond. Try this again. Bonsby Lake. I mean, I have to do it every time I'm here anyway, so I'm just doing it preemptively. There's still nothing there. Just goes to show, just because we've been, almost or 3 hours in, on the game, time still hasn't passed on this map, so we still 15 minutes from now we'll get respawns probably. I really want to get this great one, pheasant, because I honestly kind of want to go hard in the paint against do it, turd. Don't have zeroing on. We got him. Got him. Let's go collect this guy. Sure, again, this is one of those situations that sucks we have to track it, but I'm glad we shot it with this gun. Otherwise, we'd have a weird respawn loop where we gotta wait for him to come back. We got both of them. I've seen them go further shot with the 10 gauge. That's actually not a good look, was we headshot it. Oh, I guess, well, we didn't. Hit it in the skull. Now I gotta go collect this dude. And I'm feeling a revolvers only hunt coming up soon, folks. What are the stats of 45 Colt? Penetration 55, expansion 6, classes 2 through 5. So it's actually kind of a stud of a round if you can hit what you're aiming at. Theoretically.
Boy, you are so lucky that the hunting pressure is the color that it is here because, oh, the urge just to, you know? Oops. I didn't think they'd hear us. Rookie mistake. Got him. That was an expensive test. See, this is where this unique combination comes in handy because I have no clue where this bird went, but he just picked up his tracks and found his blood for me. And now he's gonna follow him. And then he can bring me it if we don't find it first. He's steering us in the right direction. There he is. There he is. Now let's get him, bring that bad boy to us. What are you doing, Dingus? He's right there. I remember Lucky would do this when he was starting out. I'm just gonna consistently main menu here to get my zones reorganized back where they need to be. Well, I mean, tonight though overall it was fun. We got trolled by a really nice whitetail. Scored 254. That was unfortunate. But I'm hopeful in the last bit of time we've got here that somehow this 10 fabled spawns. Technically doable, okay. Just in case there's some fox down there, you know, this is the only thing we got. I mean, we can wing it.
If I had a different reticle on here, I could judge that shot better, but it's a little bit easier with the shotgun shells in here. We had twins at the beginning of the stream up here. First run through. See, I count this as my second run through because the other, well, we didn't really do run through first of all, but the other run through that I do is kind of like a cleanup of the ones that I missed from that first run through, and then that true second run through, which is what this is, comes in. That's a decent bird. One of those weird moments because 220 meters or even 200. No, I guess we were actually. Never mind. That was mine. That was bad. Way to go, skill issue. That's your fault. Let's go shoot a level 2 timing. Little dude sneak off on me. See, this is where, this is a zone I need another tent just for when that happens. What I like about the speed loaders too is look at that, we're already ready to shoot this thing. That quickly we changed ammunition over. I will say it doesn't quite have the knockdown power it needs for pheasant. Need a real shotgun for it, but then again, it gets the job done. creates a diverse loadout. Theoretically, you could sub that pistol for the 243 and the shotgun. 22 if you're brave enough. No great one. What? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to end on a dry note. That's unfortunately what we're going to have to do here. I'm going to check these last zones, and then we're going to call her. So, fingers crossed that 10 Fables down there, but we're about to wrap this dude up, folks. Like I said, it was a good hunt. We spent it. Got control of a Mississippi acres. Kind of cruised around, shot some rabbits, shot some whitetail. One of which was a decent troll. He was so close to making it, you could taste it. But that's Call of the Wild for you. And of course, we had to do a little bit of grinding. We got to get this great one pheasant down and out of the way, folks. It's starting to turn into a real deal grind. I kind of half expected, almost arrogantly, I think, at this point, that we'd pop another one by now. And, nope. It's a grind. And, I don't know. I kind of enjoyed my time with Fox. I kind of want to go back to it. For a picture that wasn't a great one, Fox. You never know. Easy enough. Last zone, folks. It's not a good sign. Figured I'd shoot him with a 303 because he wasn't a 10 fabled, and so why wouldn't we just explode him? Hey, there's my other guy. I need to shoot you too, sir. Alright, folks, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up right there. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know quite yet what we're going to be doing. We're not going to be streaming Sunday, obviously. Super Bowl. Go Chiefs. Yeah, appreciate everybody stopping by tonight. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun talking to everybody. That was a good time. That being said, see you guys on the next one.